Let's understand and begin the chapter 1 with electrostatics. And first we understand what is the electric charge. Okay, when according to the definitions, when we rub, this is for example my silk road. If I rub in the cotton, we know that it has some positive negative as well as, and the cloth obtain negatively charged basically. Okay, so why this is happen, vice versa what I'm saying, conventional. Okay, now it is happen in the chemistry, we know that, and all over we know that this is the atoms and here is the nucleus and the electron around it. Similarly for the all atoms create. So if we rub this nucleus or anything else, we can say that by the rubbing some electron which has I use some paper sheet. Okay, so which has the loose electron bonding from the electron from the nucleus. For example, this is my nucleus and here it is the bonding with the electron, and here it is the less bonding with the last shell of the electron, so of the nucleus. So when we rub this nucleus of an atom, so it lose the force and the electron now freely move. Similarly for the rubbing side, say the electron freely move, and the which one we rub, they grabs this electron. So now the part A and the part B, so we can say that the part A, you also imagine like, so the part A has excess amount of the part A, so the nucleus has now positive. For example, say it has 10, this has 10, but now after rubbing the electron loose, so it has 10 electrons which is a positive, and 9 electrons, 10 positives proton and the 9 electrons in the outside. And here similarly for 10 and 10, so here the part B, it has in the nucleus has 10 positive charges, but in the outside of the nucleus we can see that it has 11 electrons because one attached from this. Okay, now this part has positive, excess amount of positives, so we can say this N has a positive because A has a positive charge, and now the B has, because it's the negative sign, so 10 electrons are cancel out each other, 10 positive negative, but at last is single electron, so now it is become negative charge. Okay, so we can say that now the rod has positively charged and the silk has negatively charged, or vice versa. So we can say that we successfully obtain the two charges. So this is called the charges. Okay, if we add together they attract, and we can say that they attract each other because it want one negative charge, it wants some positive charge, and similarly they attract each other. And if we add some, now we can understand why the positive and positive repel each other. For example, if say I have a positive charge, it means like this, the rod has one positive charge. If I give some one positive charge, so they repel each other, we know. And if we have some negative charge on the silk and here is the negative charge, they again repel each other. And we know that if the positive and the negative attract, similarly the negative positive attracts. Okay, why this has happened? For example, say if I have similar the nucleus which we have this, so if this is a nucleus with a positive charge, it positive charge means in here it is the 10 positive charge and here is the 9 electron. Similarly I use some amount of the second matter which say this is the 9 and this say it is the 10. What happened means I can see that this amount has positively charged and this amount has positively charged. So for example, I have the building, so I have the building which is positively charged. Positively charged means it is a vacant orbital. Vacant means it is no member can in this. So I want some members which came in my house basically. So this house can be filled with the audience, filled with the members, and become electrically neutral, full of the electrons. So this A become want to form members. So but this is the vacant, this is also vacant. So we can say that the both have the vacant orbitals, so they want separate. And we can also say that the positive charge on it and here the positive charge on it both has the attracting power, okay, but with the negative electrons, so means they want the members. We can say that here it is also member because there's a both are vacant, so they do not say to remain closer to each other, so that's why they separate their colleagues. And similarly for if they want the negative charge particles, they want attract and they combine with this and they add member on their house, okay. Similarly, so the charge is, we can say that in any atom, in any element, we can say that it has basically in overall is a neutral amount, because if in a neutral amount of nature, because if they add and negative they can cancel out and overall the particle become neutral because it is the positive, it is the negative, and this positive create an zero, okay. We can say it in any element it has the nucleus, and the nucleus it has positive as well as negative, okay. And excess of, okay, excess of one, anyone, excess of anyone, one, create the element into charge element, to charge element and depend on like on which is excess, which is an excess, okay, which one in excess. So this is become how this become positive negativity charge. So if A and B combine, then either A or B, one of these can become positive or negative, okay. So this is the basic concept of charge. Basically the history we know, the Benjamin Franklin gave the positive and negative charge, the Silk Road experiment. Why we call this electron like charge? Because in the Greek the embers with the rod with the cat fur, and in the Greek the ember means electron. So this is the overall history, but concept is this, if you understand, okay. So this is the basically charge, which was an excess, which was in no excess. If the excess in positive, this become positive charge. I explain in the rough diagram. So if positive in excess, then positive, and negative is excess in the negative basically, okay. So I hope you understand what is the charge basically, and we denote the charge by E. Basically in the positive is negative. We will discuss some later in the next classes, like this is the basic definition of charge. Then we move to the conductors, insulators, and the additive charge, negative charge, quantization, Coulomb's law and Gauss law, all these things, okay. So I hope you understanding that understand the topics which I will discuss in this in the topic in the chapter 1. So if you have any doubt, please tell in the comment section, and any query, any feedback, please give also, and we will meet in next class. Bye bye.